Hello, I will introduce the two-dimensional cellular automata for the Android mobile. This is the 2D automata. We also call it as a AndroMATA, the Pro version. As you can see, when you open the application, it automatically shows you the startup message and stimulates a random simulation of the grid for the two-dimensional cellular automata. As you can see, the gray colored grid is the whole grid space where you have the random cellular automata taking place. It is a two-dimensional, so you have the cells or the entities propagating in the two-dimensional order. On the main screen, you have the main menu, and also you have the menu here, which helps you to give the advanced options, offline tutorials about the creators, and here it shows the statistical graphs of the growth of the cells going on. And if you would like to see the different graphs, you can click on the dots on the bottom side of the cell grid on the circular dot, and you can see different varieties of the graphs that's showing the growth curve of the cell grid. You have bar chart, you have line chart, and everything. On your bottom left of the main screen, you can also see some statistical parameters and the list of different parameters that are changing due time on the grid. You can go to the cellular automata setup, where you'll get a lot of options. There you can select the size of the grid, you can select the maximum generation, which you can use for the cellular growth. Also, there's a very nice tracking function by the built-in algorithm, which tracks the area with the highest amount of the cellular growth or density. You can select or deselect this option, by which you can either put or remove the tracking on the cell grid. For now, I will put it on. By default, you also have the repeat detection. The program has a built-in repeat detection for the cell growth, because in cellular automata you have several times infinite loops going on, which just takes up the computational power and is actually useless. So it avoids that by detecting any form of the repeats up to 5 or 6 stages, from 2 to 6 stages. Likely, you in the option you have the auto log and also the auto restart options, where the program will capture or the program will store all the arrays, the entire arrays of the values that you are getting in the cell grid growth, so that later on these files, which are saved as the comma separated values, which are the values you can later use in any other software, like any other computational software, to get much better graphs. And also you can store at any time the file, which also helps you to have a lot of data from the cellular automata. Likely you can pause or you can start the cellular automata, and for example here you can see the cell growth is going on and it's tracking. I would like to remove the track, and also I can put back the track. And also, let's see, I would like to have the much bigger size. The cellular automata, this advanced 2D automata, has the ability to do maximum of up to around 380 grids square. That's quite a huge for a mobile device. For example, in this device, the maximum supported value will be by default chosen by the program. I have put here the 400 maximum, but when you start, it will choose which is possible. So here the maximum possible value is 304. So it's doing advanced cellular automation for 304 square grid, which is quite big, and it's also at the same time tracking. And also the same things, you can see the graphs as well. And by the way, since this cellular automata has a variety of options. You can also see the tutorial which explain in detail of whatever there is options available in the program. For example, here there's a built-in offline tutorial. You do not need to go to online or anything. It's all built-in. It has got all rich text built-in description of everything. You can just select from the table of content and you can go there and you can return back. So it's quite comprehensive, because normally many programs don't have such a comprehensive help. So in this way you can do a various lot of things with this cellular automata, and hope you guys like it and comment it. And also I would highly recommend you to get it for very least price, for less than $1, which would greatly support my efforts to upgrade it and make it more advanced in futures. And by saying this, I would like to say thank you.